Um, yeah, my volume still working? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now back what you were saying that you got your church lunch. Yeah, I have the church luncheon. You got your income running from your job, and then now you focusing on like real estate, I
I
guess.
mean, I'm in a better spot to now to shift focus. I'm in a better spot to shift focus. But you know how it is like, when you catch traction and then when you slow that traction down and you try to pick that traction back up. So now
Yeah,
I have to choose how am I going to pick the traction back up, and where am I headed with this? Does it make sense?
that make a lot of sense. I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at, is just re picking up traction.
yeah,
It's hard. I mean, no excuses, but I think my main focus this year has been to my church and just launching it. That's kind of where I've been focusing on, which is helping to launch his church. And now that it's
right.
here,
And they got
yeah,
lunch today, so
I
that's
got
a
lunch
big.
today. Yeah, and then
That's a
and then
big
also, dude, I'm going into youth ministry, bro. So it's like
step.
that's another layer on top of that, what I'm going to be doing on every Sunday.
Gotcha. Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
it's dude, 2 years. We've been doing this for over 2 years, Ty.
yeah. Hey
Hard,
man,
bro.
you gotta send me a link. Y'all online, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have our first sermon posted.
Okay, gotcha.
Hmm.
Are y'all gonna be doing it live or what?
We gotta figure it out, bro. We still babies. And like we are still a brand new church, so I'm quite sure as we grow, we're gonna be doing live streams, like as we continue to grow. But like I'm quite sure it's gonna become live stream as we get bigger and we grow and we continue to grow. But we're still trying to kind of figure that out, man. Like kind of figure all that stuff out.
Right, got you. I got somebody. Is that you who wrote it? Was that who wrote inside the chat? It says that me or somebody else?
Nah, that ain't.
Hey, oh, it might be
Nah,
Angela.
this me right here, Ali.
Okay, is that A? Is that Angela? A as in Angela. It might be Angela. Yeah, it might be Angela. I'm assuming that's what that is. the only other
Okay,
person there.
I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know. Yeah, I don't have any.
yeah.
I just signed up. I signed up with the link.
Okay, yeah, that's Angela. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What you got going on, man? Y'all running the? You still doing the car business and the trucking, right?
Yeah, still got car business trucking. Somebody asked me yesterday. I was getting my hair cut from somebody new yesterday, and you know how it is, a new person asking you questions about what you do for a living and all that stuff. And I was like, dang, I got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm like, I'm pretty much like a business manager. You
Yeah.
know, I got like, I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm definitely a serial entrepreneur. But I manage my trucking business, manage the real estate business, and I manage the car rental business.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
I'm a
still got
business
your guy
man.
Ephraim?
No, you know, I remember I told you I had I passed him on the Mike. That's Mike's. He worked for Mike.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Mike coming in now. That's Mike's employee. Yeah, I don't have Ephraim anymore. So like I said, we got Mike, we got Ali, we got Angela, we got me. Um, and not sure if anybody else is showing up, but I'm glad you guys are here, and we'll give we'll give it to about 6:05, and then I'll just go into what I said I was going to, which we know we'll go all through and just be introducing ourselves. I'll introduce myself and what this is about and all that other stuff. But no, I don't have Ephraim anymore. Mike, are you still using Ephraim?
Hey, what was the last question?
Ali was asking me, was I still working with Ephraim? I told him there's Richard. I told him I hadn't worked with him in a while, but I said last time I checked, he was working with you. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't worked with him in the last 2 months or so. I just really haven't had nothing for him.
Yeah,
Um,
got you. Yeah, we're gonna give it like maybe like I said 3 more minutes. We're just gonna kind of like warm up a little bit. As soon as we get about 6:05, then I'll go through and just kind of go through the paths of what I was saying before of how this is gonna go. Um, and just briefly, the main thing was going over what this community is about, what I'm trying to do with it, what you guys got going on, and what you guys see going for your future. But I started to call off with Ali telling about his he launched him and his guys. They launched their church today, which they've been working on. It's been a 2 year project, and they got launched today right on time with 200 plus members. Sorry about that. 200 plus members in there. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. So I'm hoping that they can get to a point where they can like go live, because if they can go live, I actually even like put a link inside the school where you may have like a live Sunday event for anybody that needs to get some fellowship in. They can go live there, and that's a good place to have it where people can see live fellowship if they find a way to do it. Which is, I mean, it should be pretty easy because I don't know y'all setup, but if y'all have any kind of setup where somebody has any kind of camera or anything that can get set up, and all you have to do is like kind of like start up like something like this. This is I'm using Riverside.fm. They have a free
Yeah.
version. You can record. You can record like live things. You can do StreamYard and you can do Zoom. And there's other things too, but that's just kind of just to kind of get it going. But other than that, man, it's always
Yeah.
yeah. So
No, I think I
yeah.
think I think eventually we'll start recording them as we. I mean, we're recording them. We recorded it. We're recording them to put them on YouTube, but recorded them to live stream.
Mhm.
I think we go, man. I don't know, bro. I think my church is gonna. I mean, we have to have 200 people, 200 plus people come your first day to let you know that you're gonna become bigger. Like, you're gonna continue to grow. So I think we're gonna continue to grow. And we'll see how everything goes, man. It's really just grace and favor, everything that's happened for us.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, 6:05, man. Let me stay on time. Let me go ahead and we all know each other, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go over it again. Who I am, what we're doing, and what we're trying to do with this thing. So, of course, some of you guys know me. Most of y'all know me as Ty, but there's only other people that know me as Robert. So I'm gonna introduce myself as Robert Tyrone Collins. I'm a entrepreneur. I created this school community for other like-minded entrepreneurs that want to level up and just kind of connect together. So this space is for entrepreneurs, no matter the industry. They can all come together, network, grow, sharpen each other. And I want y'all to think of this as like a tool, like a place you can go to learn new new skills and new tools as far as whatever business that you all have, right? So the whole point of me doing this, I want to be able to like put resources inside of this. Let's say if you have somebody that wants to learn about some kind of industry that they're not in, learn how to make money here, learn how to market, learn how to be able to utilize the tax code, just learn just different techniques that we all have used as entrepreneurs in this industry to be able to move that needle and get ahead. Because that's one thing, we don't want to like do everything mom and pop. We want to be able to do everything with efficiency, and we want to be able to do everything at scale and with growth, and to be able to just get to the next level. And I feel with this community we'll be able to do that. So that's kind of what made me think of building this. And this all started with I think I was talking with Byron. He was mentioning this guy named Russell Bronson to me. He has like this whole digital marketing space. And I was looking at the Alex Hormozi I think webinar or something, and he mentioned, no, I was watching Alex Hormozi on a podcast where he mentioned that he took a Russell Bronson one-on-one, or he went to some kind of a seminar, and he paid like 25 grand to go to it. And this is like before he became, the Alex Hormozi that we know. This is him, trying to figure out what he needs to do. And I was like, man, it's the second time I've heard this guy's name. Let me look him up. And then I realized I actually had his book inside of my Audible that I didn't even know how. I think it was like a free copy. So I just went and downloaded all the books that he had, and I started with .com Secrets. I just finished it a couple nights ago, and I'm gonna go back and reread it again just because it's just a whole guideline of how to utilize this marketing space. So once I get it down pat and I'm able to create something out of it, I may create like a mini course or something that I may put inside the school for people that they can go inside and utilize it, so that way, it's there. So from going from there, I guess we can go through and everybody can start with who you are, where you're from, what industry you're in or want to be in, and what one big goal you're working on right now. So, who wants to go first?
I can, Ty.
Okay, Richard. It's good to see you here, man. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. My name is Richard Jackson. I'm from Georgia. I ran a construction company for the last going on 6 years, and I also work in real estate. One of the biggest goals that I'm working on right now is to be able to not have to work for my money, whatever that entails. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so I'm hoping where I do minimum work to be able to make my money so I can give my time back to other adventures and to my family.
Nice. I like that, man. Who's next?
I can go.
All right.
So, good evening, everyone. My name is Michael Oliver. I am from Greenville, South.
Oh, wait a minute. He may had a he may have a technical difficulties.
Portfolio.
I'm sorry, Mike. Your phone had went out. I think you were saying you're Michael Oliver from Greenville, South Carolina.
Yes. So
Okay.
my
Just last word.
Yes, so my name is Michael Oliver. I'm from Greenville, South Carolina. I'm currently a local investor. One of my biggest goals this year, or just in general, is to buy my very first home, but then also by this time next year, acquire over 10 rental units. But my maximum goal in the next 5 years is to acquire over 100 units, and that's a diversification of single family and multifamily properties.
Wow. That is amazing, man. Gotcha.
Yep, you hear me?
All right, there you go, Ali. Yeah.
Yep, Ali, Charlotte, North Carolina. Am I there?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. Ali, Charlotte, North Carolina. W2 is staffing and recruiting. My calling is the church. That's my calling. But financially, real estate is going to be where I see me making the majority of my wealth. And my goal is to ultimately end in development, however way I get there. Ultimately, take wholesaling and then turn it into development one day.
That's nice. Okay, got you. Um, who do we have? Who's that? We have Angela. Are you still in here?
Hey, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
hey.
driving, but can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, so my name is Angela Collins, and I'm originally from Spartanburg, South Carolina, but we live in Georgia, in the Atlanta area. And my background is in HR and recruiting. And like you said earlier, I'm a serial entrepreneur. There's been quite a few businesses that I've had in the past, but right now we're working in the car rental business, and basically I do a lot of behind the scenes work in our other businesses as well in real estate. And right now, I guess my biggest goal right now is to get all the cars rented out and to acquire more cars um, and get them rented out, and I guess work on, like you were talking about, sales and marketing, because that's what I noticed, that in past ventures that sales and marketing was not there. And if you don't have sales and marketing, you don't have anything. So just getting that area strengthened and tighten up so that our businesses can grow.
Nice. She's got on a good point there with that sales and marketing. I am super guilty of that because we think about sales and we think about marketing. We thinking that we have to be like the greatest salesman ever, but you have to understand that anytime that you can get someone to do something, or anytime you can convince someone to do something, that's a form of sales. It can be like, so when you take that same approach into your business, into your product, into your service, like that's all a form of sales, right? And if you can out service people, meaning like if you can just treat people like you want to be treated, or like you want your mom or father or grandparents to be treated, if you can treat everyone like that you come across, you will outdo most people. And sorry about that. You'll outdo most people in any kind of business, because those things go very far. Like, have you imagine going to Imagine going to a restaurant and the food is great, right? The food is good, but the service is horrible, right? You get treated like you're dirt. Most likely, you don't care how good the food is. You probably don't ever want to go there again. Imagine going to someplace and the food is just all right, but they treat you like royalty. You would probably go there again just because of how you were treated. So that you want to do the same thing in your business and with the people that you encounter with. So that's just all a form of like sales, and then that's all a form of marketing because if you get treated well, then you're gonna go tell other people about it. Hey, I went to this one place. This place is so amazing and how they treated me. So if you can like over deliver, or give over value, those two things go so far. One thing I wanted to do, I wanted to just kind of like navigate, you know, the school on what I have set up right now, which is not much, but I want to just go ahead and just kind of navigate it. I'm gonna share it, see if I can share. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen. Let me see if I can share it. Okay, can y'all all see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is what it looks like when we're inside the school. We have like the community, and we have if you look across here, I have these different tabs, these different categories, right? And I'm still working on them. So general discussion is just just anything that someone would want to post. It's just like a wall, like on Facebook. You post whatever you want to post, engage with others. Resource of the week. Resource of the week would be, any kind of tool, any kind of book, anything that you feel like is a resource that you want to like share with everyone. So you can come here and then like I think if I click here, you can see that I have like here's a 38 letters book that I just downloaded. It was 38 letters from JD Rockefeller to his son. I just downloaded this yesterday and started on it when I was in the barbershop, and so far it's a really good book. It's just him writing letters to his son. And this book was like these letters was written back in the late 1800s. So that's one thing right here. Then it's like I also have here this platform that I use to make videos. So I have that resource here. So anything that you feel like is a resource, that's what you can put that here on that. Quick tips. You come with quick tip. And quick tip is just some kind of tip that you may have that you want to share with everybody. So with this one, we put it was a quick tip for Monday. It was like, start the week out by picking your top 3 priorities and attacking them first. Most entrepreneurs waste energy on minor tasks. Focus on 3 actions that'll move the needle in your business or life. So then I was asking people, hey, can you post your 3 priorities for this week, and let's hold each other accountable. So that's as I said, this is another form of just us coming up with some kind of way to engage with each other and be able to help each other get to our goals. So I created this category of hiring tips. We don't have anything in it just yet, but it's like just different ways to be able to help each other or help others when hiring. Like when we started this call earlier, Ali was asking me about Ephraim. Ephraim was a virtual assistant that I had that I had used that I was using. And I was having him. He was helping other people around. But that's what I mean, to be able to show how to hire people to or how to delegate the things you need to delegate if you are overwhelmed with you have everything you have going on. Sometimes that you can like be building your business, and you can be building it to a point or that you don't really need any help right now. But when it gets to the point where it's overwhelming and someone can just take that weight off, then that's kind of like, and then you find somebody to help you take that weight off, then you may be able to share with others how you found the person, what to look for. So that way when somebody else is in your shoes or in that place where you're at, they can like know exactly what to look for when it comes to that. I also have announcements. Announcements is just where you'll find out what's going on. Like, hey, here's the link for the call tonight, so people can go ahead, click the link, and be right on in here. Um, I have a category called Deal or No Deal, and this is where we be putting in just different things. It's like a marketplace almost. See, I shared this 10 unit that I found on Facebook, and it's a real estate deal for you guys that's in real estate, and it pretty much shows everything that's going on with this property. And I in the comments I have where I actually analyze this thing of like what will make it a good deal. What the numbers look like, what the rents look like, and all that stuff like that. And what you would need to really pay for this for it to make sense. Like they're asking $900,000 for it, but it's only netting 59. It's only netting like I think 59,000 a year. And if it's operating at like a 10 cap, this thing power needs to be more at like 560,000. It's like $400,000 over what it should be based off of, you know, what it's netting. So gives a thought. But I'm sure that somebody can make this work some kind of way. Then I have one of my favorite categories of them all, and that's thoughts, right? That's when that's when me or any of you guys, y'all can just post random things that you may come across or ideas or something that you feel inside here. Like right here is just these random videos of, something I might have saw on Instagram that I wanted to share. And I just like want to see, hey, what do you guys think of this? Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? So it's just another way, a forum for everyone to engage. So those are all the categories that we have. Here we have like the classroom section. This is where the courses and stuff will be held, where we'll have different courses for different things. And like I said, this will be a hub. This whole thing is a hub, a community for entrepreneurs or people or inspired entrepreneurs. So there'll be things here that people can use because they want to like get into having their own business or having some kind of side business, but they don't really know what to or how to. And we'll have things here where they can come in and they can learn. Oh, I want to learn how to, manage a car rental business. I want to learn how to manage a trucking company. I want to learn how to manage a wholesale business. I want to learn how to flip property. Like all those things will be here for people to be able to come in and have A to Z on what they can do, at least to get started. So that's what this will be for. Calendar just have different events and things that we'll have going on. So like on Sundays, we'll have like the link for these calls. We plan on doing these every Sunday around 6 o'clock. So there'll be a link for this. If there's any kind of other things going on and we want to put them inside the link, like I'm hoping that like maybe we can, when Ali's church goes live and they start doing live events, or either we can share the after event with people, maybe able to put this inside so people can get some kind of fellowship in here as well. Here where you can find other members that you can like reach out to and connect with, and network. Your network is your network, so you may be able to find other people that's similar to what you have going on. You have like the map option. The map option is going to show you where everybody is like at in your area, that you may make someone that it may be inside the community, maybe you're down the street from you, so y'all may be able to go have coffee together and be able to connect some kind of way. Leadership board is just a thing that just kind of shows the levels of like posting and all those things. So right here, like leadership board last 7 days, they have William, Richard, and Mike. Those are the top 3 who have been posting and stuff, and you get like points for that kind of thing. This part is not as important as the other stuff. I think it's just a part of the school, what they have. The about area is just kind of like I said, kind of just tells you and whoever what the school is about. And like one thing I want to tell you guys have friends, family, whoever, other people that y'all may know that y'all think this school would benefit them. Hey, don't hesitate. There should be an area where you can go in and you can hit the invite button and invite them over too. This may be something they may like or may not. I don't know. So that's just pretty much what to kind of navigate what the school is about right now. Like I said, we just got this thing going. And like I said, the big thing we'll have is like we'll have like the classroom, the courses. We'll have like a actual store where you can actually go and actually like order books, order merch, order just different things that you may want, and have like some kind of like marketplace that's going to be in the future. And yeah, like I said, just continue to work this thing as I'm going, and I'm pretty excited about. Like I said, I didn't think about doing something like this. Like I said, I started doing research. I came across it, and I was like, I love entrepreneurship. I love talking to other entrepreneurs, and what better way than to like have a school community of other entrepreneurs that all have business going on, and they can talk about their business, or also this is all about, or so also their life. Like this, business and life both go together. So it's like if you can have freedom and you can actually enjoy every area of your life and your business, this is kind of like what this community is about. So yeah. Anyone have any questions or anything like that? Everybody good?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah. Well, what I want to do is I want to pretty much ask everyone, 2 questions. And one of the questions I wanted to ask everyone is what challenge are you facing right now in your business? Who wants to go first?
For me right now, uh, I really it's gonna be since now that I have a big part of my life is accomplished. With the church is like the time. I dedicate the majority of my time I spent this year was focusing really focusing on helping my church launch
Mm-hmm.
and sacrificing a huge part of myself. And now that I have a part of that back to myself is delegating time and really simple things like utilizing calendar and then getting something simple like just getting myself up to get back up before the sun comes out helps me a lot to center my days. So just the basic stuff to get me back to get my time back.
Oh wow, I love that, man. I love that. Okay, what's one thing you would love to learn or see added to this community?
I mean, I would say like marketing is gonna be number one thing. That's no marketing and sales is gonna. I would say marketing and sales. That's gonna be the number one way to get deals closed.
Yeah.
So just marketing and sales.
Yep. I also wanted to make a note that this was Ali's idea. This call, this mastermind call. He mentioned it to me. I thought it was a great idea, and I implemented it right away. I didn't say, "Hey, yeah, we should do that," but I implemented. I'm like, "We're gonna do it this Sunday." He's like, "What time?" He's like, "I'm at like 6 o'clock." So it kind of like this is like one of the things where action got took. He mentioned something I thought was an amazing idea, and I implemented it, not even knowing what I had planned or anything. Meaning I was going to make this happen, and I was going to make the time no matter what. So appreciate that idea for this. So all right, who's next? Who's next with what the next with the challenge? Mike, who about you, Mike? What's one challenge you're facing right now in your business?
Like one of the biggest challenges I'm facing in my business is really just trying to find funding for deals. So like I'll use Bigger Pockets calculator to like figure out what the numbers are, learning how to run comps through Zillow. But the biggest thing is just like these can be good deals, but if I don't have the money, then I really can't do nothing necessarily. So that's been like my biggest hurdle. But really, so now just I think it's like 2 3 weeks ago I joined Ucrea, where it's like a network of investors. So I met a couple of hard money lenders, and just started networking, just putting my name out there. So that way, when I do come across something and then the numbers work, I can just like send it to them and see if they'll be potentially lending on it. So that way I can start building this portfolio.
Okay, got you. I know that no earlier you were speaking of you working on getting your first personal property. Are you going to use hard money to get your first personal property, or are you going to use like a bank loan or something?
Bank loan, and that's so I actually got to meet with my banker, if not this week, next week, to go over some programs that they have, to where that way I don't have to really come out of pocket. It's like grants that they have, which is basically free money. So just looking into those and just seeing like what I can buy in Greenville. But if I have to merge out a little bit, I don't mind, but not too far out. Stay in my
Gotcha.
price point.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. What's one thing you would love to learn or see added into this community that hasn't been mentioned yet?
Uh, the one that I really like was the mastermind call because I think this is great. Like the synergy, like how we all are like-minded individuals, and that's something that I've always been wanting to be around other individuals who are doing the things that I've been passionate about. But I want to say maybe like do like a book of the week or something. See like what book everybody's reading, perhaps, because I'm actually about to start one this evening. It's by John C. Maxwell called "Winning with People," and I can put it in the school, if so, if possible, but just doing like a book club maybe, and just seeing like where everybody's at, because I feel like that's one of the things that we've always like learned, like just like reading books is knowledge, knowledge is power, and like somebody may be on a book that the other person may not be on, but they may have principles that that person is looking for, or vice versa. And if we just implement those and put them in the school, like what did we learn? I feel like that can add a tremendous amount of value to the school and also like every individual that's in here as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. How do you feel about leading the book club? Because I would love to put a book club inside the community. And if you don't mind leading it, meaning like you like I said, lead the book club community, and You have like we have like a book of the probably book of the month because I don't imagine it's not gonna be me. It be a lot of people gonna be able to like knock out books in a week. So
Hmm.
we can have like a book of the month type thing or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's something we can. I guess we can figure out later on. But that'd be like something great to implement.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah. I'll be 100%. I won't mind doing it. I think that'd be
yeah.
great.
Okay, great. That sounds great, man. All right, what about you, Richard? Man, what's one challenge you're facing right now in your business?
I really won't say this is in business, but as far as in life, Ty, I think and maybe it is in business, but I think one of my biggest hurdles is, man, being able to give time back to my kids. It's a little personal what I'm about to share, man, but just last night, my son looked me in my face. This is my youngest son, and he said, "You're a great father, but you're a great father. You're a terrible dad," and that about killed me, man.
Nice.
Um, and and, and I know it's a little personal, but I think the whole reason for me to make the moves I made up to this point was to be able to give my kids back, back to them, give them the time that they deserve. So me, just so y'all that if nobody don't really know me as well, that's in here, which I'm sure a lot of people does, man. All I do is work. That's where I'm the happiest. Um, I love entrepreneurship. All I think about, all I talk about is that. And so when having that conversation with my son last night, he was like, "Hey, when was the last time we actually had a conversation?" It's usually about how I become a better man or how you can get rich or how you do things in a way so that you won't never have to work again or you will. But my main thing is just to clarify, not to go off topic too much. The reason why I am that kind of guy, one, that's what I enjoy in life, but two, because I was born poor and I don't want my sons having to work their life away and not to get to be with their family. But that's my biggest hurdle, man. Just giving my time back to my family.
Gotcha. I like that, man. That's one. I like glad you brought that up and you was open to share that because, like I said, this is about business and life, and that what you said goes along with that with the life. Because it's one thing to be we can make it and make it big in business and then have a horrible life. It's not
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, we want to have a balance, and that makes a lot of sense to be able to, focus on things that help move the needle, but also the things like loved ones and family that are important, and being able to spend time with them. And so that was like we appreciate you definitely sharing that, man. And we
Yes,
definitely
sir.
encourage you and all that stuff, and be able to help, you know, with doing things to being there for your kids and stuff. What's one thing you feel like you I guess would be love to like learn or see added into the community that may not be there just yet?
Well, I think it goes along with business, man, and there's multiple ways of doing this. Some people say don't deal with credit. Other people become rich off of credit, right? I think I'd like to see maybe more about how to build credit, how to dispute, things on your credit, things of that nature. I think that goes hand in hand with everything we're doing. And whenever it comes to like certain problems people said, I think Mike said, try to figure out one of his hurdles was being able to find certain funding.
Hmm.
So I think learning about credit and how to dispute, stuff on your credit and things of that nature.
All right, I love it, man. Y'all
And
guys are coming with it today, man.
and I can help a little bit with the dispute part. Far as how to build credit, man, I learned the hard way. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, we would definitely be looking for you to help us with that. 'Cause that's like I said, everything you guys are naming, I'm definitely gonna like work to try to use you guys and your resources to be able to implement these things because I'm sure all these things are on every other entrepreneur's mind, like sales, marketing, book club, credit repair, all those type of things are like things that definitely can help everyone in their business. Meaning, if you can get good funding, good leverage, good funding, and all that stuff like that. I think all that stuff can move the needle.
Are you still doing PPL, Rich?
yes, sir, I'm still wholesaling doing PPL.
Yeah.
And you had that one close recently, right?
Oh yeah.
Good, man. How'd that feel? That was the first one you kind of did by yourself from beginning to end, right?
Yeah, not to interrupt Ty, but yes, sir. It
No,
was
good,
it,
good.
it was the first one I done on my own, man. I didn't really have no help on that deal other than my wife, of course, and then she actually went and started another job as well, so I ended up having to handle it at the end, but it went well, man. I ended up having two more like the week after that, so I was feeling real good, man.
Yeah, so
Three.
three closes back to back.
Yep. So
Yeah,
I was feeling great about that, Ali. I appreciate you asking too, man.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
That's what's up, man. So knocking them out, knocking them out the park. That one particular deal, with that one guy that you had to go pay that cell phone bill, is he still in the mix? So y'all already knocked that out.
Yeah, so he called me last week and I got on the phone with his attorney and they're saying he'll get the funding because the way he's paying us is with a lawsuit. What he wants to do is pretty much buy the house back, even though we hadn't purchased it. But he wants to pretty much give us money to terminate. Um, and so with that being said, we're gonna allow him to do so. But he said the lawyers and attorneys said that it'd be this month. So let's see if that changes again.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, got you, man. Man, like I said, man, I am so excited and glad you guys were able to show up and we was able to get this thing knocked out. And like I said, I'm using this Riverside platform is like I said, this is similar to StreamYard and Zoom. I saw it on Instagram or Facebook or something. It looked cool and it seemed like it had a lot of features to it. And I said, hey, let me like test this out because this may be exactly what I need and want to do use with it. So this is episode one, that we're gonna do. And then the idea is just to meet back up again next Sunday around the same time. And the point of all this is to be able to, just improve. If we can just improve 1% every week or every day or every week, you know what I'm saying? That will get us so much further than where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? Just one, just getting ahead, getting ahead, and being able to speak with each other, to be able to voice what we have going on, be able to maybe talk about setbacks. Some people don't like to talk about setbacks. I don't mind talking about setbacks because I always know it's not forever. And a lot of times you could have went through some or you can be going through something that one of somebody else has went through and they can possibly tell you how they was able to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing sometimes when we go through things, it can feel like, oh man, it's like we're like I'm the only one going through this. And it can feel like, you're finished. And it can be stressful. It can, feel like just giving up, feel like just going back to just on the, hide on the rock somewhere because you just didn't feel like you were good enough. But nah, it's just a whole part of the game. It's gonna make you stronger. You're gonna be able to, continue to level up. And that's my goal for this is for people to be able to really just like how Ali had that feeling with their lunch and it actually happened today. That's that kind of feeling I want everyone to have where everyone's trying to go in their business and their life. You know what I'm saying? And if I can help you guys, guys or gals get there, that'd be something I may love to do as well. So, but other than that, man, if anybody doesn't have anything else, we can end it, and y'all can, if y'all have anything else y'all want to give before we get out of here. I told you I wasn't gonna try to make this long. I want to do at least 30 to 60 minutes.
Can
So
I, can I can I
go
ask
ahead.
Rich a question before we get off?
Oh no, go ahead. Just like I said, yeah, go ahead and ask for everything
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to do.
First, I want to say shame on me. Hey, Rich, I got a reminder in my phone to reach out to you once a month, and I ain't did that. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Um,
Life is
yeah,
busy.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I've been busy. Life just, been busy. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. But I guess I mean, I know Mike talked about like finding, like when I heard Mike talk about getting the money, the first thing I thought was to get the money, we have to find the deal, and then to get the deal, that's how we get the money. And Rich, far as the PPL, we all know PPL can be expensive. Would you say stack the money and throw the 2K in PPL, or would you say just slowly put the 100 like how used to do it, like 150 there, 150 there, 150 there? Like, what's the most efficient way to try to get a deal closed if I was to try to get back into PPL?
So I'm gonna speak on the deal side of it and I'm gonna speak on from a business side of it. So my golden rule in business in general
Hmm.
um is to pretty much keep it small if I can. So meaning I don't want to hire people and spend a lot of overhead if I don't have to, right?
Hmm.
Um but now to speak about a deal, for me, I would say depending on that person's skill set, of course. I'm not going to tell somebody that's brand new to wholesaling to go drop 10K on and start buying leads. If it were me with my skill set at this moment, if I had 10K, I'd put it all on it because it's sink or swim. I don't like to do things in a way where it gives me an out, because if I got an out, I know in the back of my mind I got an out. I perform best when my back is against the wall. So for me, it's like if I know this is what I want to do, I want to get deals done. I'm putting 10K, 2K, whatever it is. I'm putting it all on PPL. Um, but that don't mean I wouldn't try other things as well. It's 10x your effort. So I may put my money on what I know works, like PPL, but then I may say, okay, let me see what Facebook advertisements cost. If I can do it myself and it don't cost extra money because I ain't got nothing but 2K, right? Um, but I will say this: I see nothing wrong. That's just the way my mind works. Because if I got a cushion, I may not give it 100%. Versus if I put myself in a bind, I got 10K, I just put it all on PPL leads. I know I got to get deals.
Yeah.
But if you're the type of person that don't have to do it in that nature, then there's nothing wrong with spending $125 here and there. The only thing is, though, I think most people, when they say, well, I got, let's say, $2,000 and I'm going to put $125 on it here and there, or I'm going to set a daily budget of a few $100s, whatever it is you do, uh, I feel like most people are not going to give it 100% versus if Ali was to go and take out his life savings and gamble it all. I like putting myself in a situation in business where I have to make it work. I have no choice. It's sink or swim, live or die moments for me that has defined my career. But you got to have tough skin to be able to do that, Ali. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I probably worked all together maybe 3 years of a regular 9 to 5 job out of my whole life. Other than that, I've been self-employed, grinding how to make money on my own. Um, and so with that being said, I have tough skin and I'm not used to getting revenue every week unless I go and make it, right? So my answer to that would be you could do that either way, Ali. Really, you got to know yourself. And I would say to anybody that's talking about putting their money somewhere, no matter what they're gambling on, no matter what they're investing in, no matter what they're trying to build, I'd say taking action is huge, but you better be able to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. Otherwise, you may take 10K or 2K and put on PPL leads. And if you do it in the wrong nature, like you're asking, without knowing yourself, you could be setting yourself up for failure. But that's why I do things the certain way I do it, because I know myself. I'm honest with myself. I say, hey, Richard, if you got 10K and you buy 125, 125, 125, I know I still got that 10K sitting there. So I may not be as hungry as if I was just to take all the money that I got and buy PPL leads with it. So I'd say know yourself. And I
Yeah.
think, let me ask you this, Ali. What do you think you should do?
Uh, honestly, honestly, uh, just I'm not taking that big of a risk.
Are you
I'm not in a position to take that big of. I'm not in I'm not in a position to take that big of a risk right now.
okay? Let me ask you this. Are you a disciplined person? Meaning, if you tell yourself you're going to do something, can you do it? And will you do it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And so let me ask you this. You're saying your whole budget, if you're going to buy PPL leads, is $2,000, right? And
Yeah. So my thing is, I'm in a job. I'm in a job where I can control how much money I make.
gotcha.
So if I can add an extra $1,000 to my paycheck, I can add an extra $2,000 to my paycheck. Now I'm controlling how much money I can throw in the PPL.
Hmm.
But I'm kind of evaluating it is like, well, do I say okay, by October I can have an extra $2,000 added to my paycheck, then that gives me the slot to throw in the PPL, or do I just say, hey, let me take $100 here, $100 here, and just throw it in, do it in a slow way.
So I think, Ali, if I was to ask you the same question, you could tell me the answer, right? If I say, hey, Ali, all I got is $2,000, what would you do? I think whatever that answer is what you should do. Because here's the truth, Ali. In a lot of businesses, let's say Miss Angela and Ty, they started a car rental business, right? It could work out great for them because their self development and their discipline may be on point, right? Or maybe it's their lack of that they were able to make it work in the way they did. And I'm not saying that's the case, Ty and Angela. I'm just putting this into perspective,
Ah,
okay?
shoot. Hey, my phone about to go dead. So if I hop off, I'm gonna try to hop right back home.
Yes, sir. But
Yeah.
with that being said, Ali, I think if I was to go and try to do it, if my discipline and my self development and my self control is off, maybe it don't work exactly the way it would for Ty and Miss Angela, right? So my point is what I'm trying to make. If you ask yourself the question, what should I do and why? Even if you write it down, you're going to come up with an answer that you should do. I think whatever you come up with, that's what you should do. That don't mean that you should do what Richard would do and take that risk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I th- I think you should ask your questions. What are the perks and the cons of if you do it all at once or little by little?
Yeah,
And
because
then
either way it go, you're gonna be like still buying a lead per. It ain't like all the leads are gonna come the same day. If you spend 2,000 a day versus you spend buy one lead a day, it's not like all those leads are gonna come today.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Byron was saying that if he lost everything and had to start over, and he had $150, he gonna use that $150 and buy a lead with it, and then he gonna go and do whatever he gotta do, get another 150 and buy a lead with it. So you see what I'm saying? Like his whole point is just buying the leads, getting leads
Yeah.
however you can get the leads, and not just getting leads, but also like nurturing those leads too.
Yeah.
Because you can buy 20 leads with that 2,000 or
Yeah.
15 leads with that 2,000, whatever it is, right?
yep.
Yeah. We got it, man.
Nothing but all that, but
Man,
if you can't,
I hope my phone don't die before I get to my house. But I got a short sale opportunity where the seller wants to consider short sale, and we seriously talking about doing it. But I asked somebody, I said, "How do I do that on my end?" They said it's a lot of paperwork involved. You
It
got to
ain't.
get LLCs, all types of stuff. So I got a realtor. She told me she was like, "Well, we could do short sale, but you could just refer her over to me." So I would give like a referral assignment. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
what would that look like?
We haven't went over numbers yet. We have
Yeah,
not went over numbers yet. But the only way this deal will get closed is through short sale.
right. But I was just saying, you using that realtor and that realtor telling you to refer, that can be like, $100, $200 possibly.
Correct. Correct. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We haven't went over like the numbers yet.
I can
'Cause
put our process of doing short sales in the community,
yeah,
Ali,
Yeah.
and you can go over that. And if you need help, call me. You do not need a realtor to do a short sale, buddy.
yeah. If
Okay.
you can do that, it'd be great, Richard. If you
We
can,
do it
Okay.
all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
man.
Because this.
I've handled 4 already and closed them, so
yeah,
I can help you. It's really as simple as get the homeowner on the phone. They already said they want to do it. Reach out to their lender, see if they're able to do the short sale, and get them on the phone. They're going to ask you for the purchase agreement. You're going to turn the purchase agreement over to them, pretty much proving that, okay, they are trying to sell the house. And then they're going to work through it with you. I mean, I don't see why you would have to have a realtor to do it. Now, maybe if you never done it, okay, but you're giving, I'm going to assume that you're giving up a lot of profit to this realtor when they help you do it. I think Ali died on this attack.
he might have. But like I said, Richard, if you can, whenever you get opportunity, if you can put that inside, that'd be amazing. Because like that, I feel like that can really help people a lot. That short sale
Okay.
process. So, yeah, yeah, if you can get that up in there, man, definitely be a good thing.
Yep, I will do.
Yeah. So that would be amazing because yeah, short sales are slept on, but those are good situations if you can do them instead of you reaching out to a realtor. And of course, a realtor like you refer, yeah, they're gonna always say that, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to diss realtors. I'm just saying in their mind, they're immediately thinking like if you just like how that go when they talking about that referral stuff. They talking about like they're really taking over your deal, and
Yep.
then maybe giving you some peanuts for like referring them. It's like no. This I'm just gonna find somebody that's done some short sales like Richard that can help me do it, and we can go from there. Versus me having to run to a realtor every time I need, you know, assistance with something that I can just figure out myself. So I'm
I mean,
just
the thing is, Ty, like you will have paperwork to fill out, man. And mostly Open Resi handles that. But the thing is, I've seen the paperwork and the questions. They're going to ask you to fill out information that is easy attainable.
yeah,
Like it's going to be the information of the homeowner and stuff like that. Like that's easily done. Send it to the homeowner. Let them fill it out.
yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. Yeah, I think Ali, his phone went dead. Yeah, you know, your guys came with some great questions and stuff, man. Oh, one thing I want to let you know, guys know, I want y'all guys to, like I said, you know, if y'all can, like, you know, because you know, the engagement in the group, if y'all can post like y'all win. So, like Richard, when you close deals and stuff, man, you can share it with others. You can, you know, talk about what happened with the deals. That'd be great. You know, challenge each other, ask questions. Like I said, invite like-minded entrepreneurs, and yeah, let's just really try. I'm just really trying to just build this thing into like a really nice entrepreneur hub, you know, where we can all just be at a place where like, yeah, you know, people enjoy being there because of the resources that are provided in there. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I definitely will do, Ty. I wasn't sure if you wanted us to do things like that or not, so I'm glad to
Oh
know
no, yeah,
that. Man.
definitely. I definitely want that. Yeah, as I said, because like I said, it's a community, so it's like I want everything. If you can provide whatever you can provide, and y'all were willing to, you know, to put that in there, man. And like I said, you was telling. Remember we was talking before. We was talking Thursday, and you was telling about you have that. I think it's like how to operate a construction company
Hmm.
or you know what I mean even to that point because the whole thing is it's like it's an entrepreneurial hub. So it's gonna be people who are gonna be in there who don't have a business but they want to have a business,
Hmm.
and we have resources in them for them to go there and to be able to like um figure out how to run a business based off of the teachings is in there. Then they'll do is make them want to tell other people about the community and the other people come to the community. And it just I want to just be able to be I'm trying to build it into something where it's an amazing thing. You know what I mean? It's almost like you know when they were building Facebook and then they were building these different things and they kept on tweaking it, making it better and better and better. That's what I want to do at the school, where the school is just that place to go to for entrepreneurs, man. You know, like Byron's schools. If you want to do real estate, you want to do wholesale deals, or do your first deal, your next deal. That's like the perfect place to go to. First deal guaranteed.
Yep.
Byron Scott's first deal guaranteed school is like the perfect place to go to if you're trying to do your first deal or even your next deal. You know, Chris Chico's is great to go to if you want to learn Facebook ads. But as soon as I can get these Facebook ads, you know, to a point that I need to get into, then it'll be inside here too. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Yeah, we still
For
here.
sure.
Yo,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got
Yeah, I'm sorry. I heard you. You said Rich will put.
No information in the.
yeah, we're gonna get Richard to put the information on the short sale in there, and also he's gonna put the information in, but also like you said, you make sure you contact Richard so he can help you with this situation you're currently in right now. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because you know, in that way, you know, you can actually get this thing done with someone that's actually done them.
yeah,
Worry about
yeah,
giving all your stuff to a realtor. You know what I'm saying? So we
yeah,
wholesale, man. So
Yeah, because they're gonna eat that profit up on that deal. If
yeah,
I mean, you'll make like Ty said peanuts, versus
you're lucky
you,
they give you
you-
200.
yeah, you're gonna be lucky for a referral if they give you a few $100. So,
Yeah, a few hundred bucks.
yeah, I can definitely help you with that, Ali. You got my
all right,
number,
man.
but I also will put the steps in the school. Now, I'm not gonna go into depth because like each bank a lot of time asks for different information, but I will go through the steps. And if anybody else has questions, I'm sure we can message each other, and I don't mind helping anybody else. But I'll try to go in depth as much as I can on what I can be precise about.
Yeah,
Okay, that sounds
Ty,
good.
one thing I wanted to do, man, I understand that there's going to probably be a lot of people in the real estate in here. I think what I would like to do, man, and I got a question for you. Like, I know you said like the resource page. Can we post like how-to videos in there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys have free range to post any and everything in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that y'all, feel that that other people would want to see or want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all
Hmm.
have free range to do all of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like the only thing you can't post in there is nudes and something like that. Like we got
Yeah, for sure,
family
for
show,
sure.
man. You can't say family show, so no nude. But other than that, like anything that's got to do with like entrepreneurship, life, going to the gym, working out, setbacks,
So I'm
anything.
saying,
Just
Rich
post.
Rich, you can't be posting a photo you on a roof with your shirt off, man. We don't want to see all
Hey,
that, brother.
I don't never take my shirt off because it looks bad in business, man, as much as I want to. But I was thinking I'm gonna open up the school one day. Ty's in there working out in a speedo, so I'm glad he said no.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm telling you, anything,
Ty in there,
man.
Ty in the gym, working with a speedo with a spaghetti hat on.
Nah, none of that, man. But yeah, like, post all that good stuff. Like I said, man, just think y'all going on vacation and stuff like that. Post that in there. Like anything that people love to see, business things and people's lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? Anything people also like to see setback. Like y'all having a situation, y'all having a bad day, shoot, post that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, community. This is all about almost being into like a small community, and that's what it is, man. It's just that it's that. You know what I mean? And other people, it'll make other people want to share, and then people you don't know who they y'all may make by doing that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Ty, where honestly, man, and a lot of people don't get to see this because, and of course, everybody who knows me knows I'm in Byron Scott School, right? Um, for wholesaling. Um, but with that being said, man, really probably one of my biggest traits, far as what I bring to the table, what I can help people with, is anything to deal with construction. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and post something. I'm gonna work on something for y'all, man. Because if you're doing wholesaling, sometimes you gotta fix stuff. That means that you gotta pick out contractors to do it. If you're doing flipping or any type of real estate, you're probably going to use contractors to do it. And let's say you're like Richard and you say, heck with a contractor, I'm going to do it myself. If I can post how to videos, then maybe you can save you money, right? But with that being said, man, I think I'm going to work on that for you, Ty, and everybody else in the school. I think I'm gonna start with just how to choose contractors, man, what to look out for, and what I would do look for if I was hiring a contractor. I think it could save a lot of people a lot of headache, especially if they're doing flips or if they got a wholesale deal where they got to change a door out because otherwise the deal ain't gonna work or whatever it may be. Um, so I think I'm gonna really focus on that for you guys, but I'm really here for the logistics of business, man. For me personally, I understand how to scale a business, but my hurdle was that I wouldn't take off the hats. It's my baby, right? And being around the people that I've been around just in other, in other platforms that we're on and people I get to talk to, it opened my eyes up to say, hey, the goal ain't for it to be your baby where you got to take care of it its whole life. The goal is for it to make you money. Your money's got to multiply. So I think that's what I'm here for. But one of my strongest qualities is gonna deal with construction for sure, man. So I'm gonna share everything I can about that to help anyone that may need it.
that's great. I appreciate that, man. Hey, Mike, if you could, do you still have that information, or you still know about the man, what's that thing called that you used to do that you had vending machine? You still have the vending machine information?
I can pull it up, but yeah, and just to let everybody know, so back in like right before COVID, I was just thinking of like little different business ideas, and so one of the things was like starting a vending machine business. So I went and got my LLC. And so like I used to, and TikTok wasn't originally formed like it was now, which I kind of wish it were. But it's like you can find vending machines for like two, three, four, $500. But the biggest thing is just like you guys said, it's like sales. You gotta have sales and you gotta have marketing. And so like one thing with like marketing, because I have a marketing background because that's what I do for my career. You got to know who your target audience is. So as in this, like knowing who my target audience is, like what locations can I put these vending machines? Well, a lot of manufacturing warehouses because it's like you have like first, second, third shift employees. So you can find the right location and put the right vending machine in. You can make a pretty good profit, and it's like a cash flow resistant business, really, when you think about it. But I can pull up some information and add it in there to the group, to the school.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying, man. See what I'm saying? Like we all got different things that we've done and we know about. And that's what I'm saying. We can share those resources. This is the thing that'll make this community really great. It's just not gonna be just another community that somebody just made and there's nothing going on there. I want to have a community where it's like entrepreneurship. There's entrepreneurs in here, and everybody kind of like can share, things they don't mind sharing. Because that's the thing. We can give everybody all the game that we can. It doesn't mean they're gonna actually take it and take advantage of it. But for it being there, that makes it so much better. So that's what I definitely want to do with this. If anybody didn't have anything else, we've been in for an hour, man. Like I said, I don't want to ever take up too much, at least more than an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. We want to do these things. Get on out of here. But if anybody got anything else, go ahead and let me know now. And then if not, then we'll meet back up next Sunday. And so
Hey, I got a question for you, Ty.
go ahead.
At any point, are y'all gonna share y'all strategies on how y'all build y'all's rental company?
Yeah, we're working on that now. Like we got some ebooks. We got some ebooks that we've created on that. So we actually have that already set up. We just gotta just work out some kinks. But yeah, we got the whole our whole real estate journey already in ebooks and in small courses that we're gonna start putting inside too. So
Okay.
and that's the thing. So I'll have that stuff up in here so y'all guys can see how we got started, and I think you guys will really like that. So and what I'll probably do is we probably turn them into ebooks, and I'll probably also eventually get them published and be published books, and give them out for free and have some on Amazon. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I definitely have that information for everybody because it was a pretty cool journey, and then I can kind of maybe share the journey with y'all guys next Sunday if anybody happens to care. I can put that out here of like our journey of getting started with purchasing rentals and how I got to this point. So yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
All right, I guess, man. Like I said, I appreciate you guys showing up today, man. Like I said, I'll see Richard. I'll probably see you tomorrow on our call for Monday call on the First Deal Guarantee School. And then other than that, man, I guess I'll see the rest of you guys next Sunday, man. And I guess, like I said, we all communicate through phone and calls throughout the week too. So I look forward to seeing you. Matter of fact, I look forward to seeing whatever y'all guys put inside the school and communicating into the school and seeing what all y'all gonna put inside there too. So I'll look forward to that. But other than that, man, I guess we can go ahead and get off on here. And man, this was a great one. Great first episode. So
Hey, thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
all right.